Is it war or politics? When US, Britain and Germany have expressed their inability to help their own people and asking them to make their own arrangement for survival, the new generation around the globe is applauding the Indian government for showing its responsibility towards the Indian citizen under the Operation Ganga. But on the other side, it's the dishonor on the government authorities. Why? Let's reason out. The Operation Ganga to evacuate the stranded Indian citizen was taken only after the death of two students, Naveen Shekhrappa from Karnataka and Chandan Jindal from Punjab. The election poll was given much priority than the victims of the Ukraine crisis. Why are we stranded? A victim asked, directing her complaint to the Prime Minister, who was busy with UP elections, camped in the North Indian state, campaigning for the crucial legislative polls. Many more students are still stuck in the battle amid the mismanagement because the right decision was not taken at the right time. Second, deploying the union ministers Hardeep Singh Puri, Jyotir Aditya Scindia, Kiran Rijiju, who does not have any experience on evacuation at the war zone, they created a havoc with other countries. They voiced Modi ji ki jai louder, which portrays very clearly that it's a part of political propaganda, a tacky government propaganda. They ensured that the government is keen to be seen at the forefront. These ministers boarding the flights often gave fiery patriotic speeches before the exhausted audience, rather convincing and consoling the struck population at the borders and providing the basic necessities. They spoke irrelevant. Their actions suggest an eagerness on the government's part to ensure that all credit for the airlifting accrues to the government and especially Modi. The question here is, when we have heroes who have proved themselves in the evacuation program under critical situation, then why a bunch of ministers without the prior experience are assigned to discredit the Operation Ganga program? In 2015, Yemen crisis, under the leadership of V.K. Singh, led the evacuation program Operation Rahat, which was well executed and applauded by everyone. Despite no aircraft landing permission, his aggressive decisions towards a humanitarian consideration enabled the 5,000 people to reach their own land safely. His experience is evident. A leadership is an action, not a position. While it is not new for the India conducting evacuating operations, it has significantly faced a deploying its diplomatic and military assert abroad. Now let me list a few. In August 2021, Operation Devi Shakti, a total of 565 people, including 438 Indians, were evacuated from Afghanistan by the Indian government. 2020 to 2021, evacuations during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Indian government initiated a massive evacuation program titled Vande Bharat Mission on May 7, 2020. In 1990, India surpassed the large-scale airlift of 110,000 people at the onset of Gulf War. Evacuation from the Brussels on March 22, 2016, 3 coordinated suicide bombings occurred in Belgium, 2 at Brussels Airport in Zaventem and 1 at Meelbeek metro station in central Brussels. A Jet Airways flight evacuated 242 Indians, including 28 Jet Airways crew members who had been stranded in Brussels. In 2015, the return of 7,000 Indian nationals from the Iraq was facilitated. Now, well, as the famous saying goes, too many cooks will spoil the broth. Any common citizen can understand it's well played drama by the BJP member. It's high time to think whether we should put forth ministers who have no knowledge or experience about the crisis, or heroes who have proved the heroism well before.